And we are live for 30 Cuisines in 30 Days, Day 8. That's right, you guys. We have already gone through a whole week of eating lunch with me. So welcome back to the 8th day of 30 Cuisines in 30 Days with me, Tara, your host. I'm really excited because today we're going a little closer to home with Northern Thai food. So if you guys watching me here in Bangkok have had this kind of food, comment, tell me if you like Northern food, what's your favorite Thai food, anything. Sorry for a bit of background noise, it's my son's lunchtime too, so he's also eating. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to Coconuts TV, click the bell, you'll get alerted to our newest videos every time, and you'll be able to follow along with me every single day for the next 22 days. And yeah, you will get to try all the food that I try virtually, virtually through the computer. Okay, cool. So let me just tell you a little bit about Northern Thai food today. So I am here in my apartment in Bangkok. I'm here in Thailand. So it's not really too difficult to get Thai food. Oh, Roger Agueta says, hey, I just had Thai. Oh, you did? Awesome. Yeah, so the challenge of 30 cuisines in 30 days is to have a different cuisine every day. So it's not too challenging for me to find Northern Thai food here, but wherever you are, if you want to play along with the challenge, then have some Northern Thai food wherever you are. Yeah, and thanks for tuning in from California. Is that where you are, Roger? Okay, so let me tell you today, I ordered from the restaurant Homduan. Homduan is originally from Chiang Mai in northern Thailand, and they have a few branches in Bangkok, so they make really authentic Chiang Mai cuisine. Northern cuisine, a lot of people think of Chiang Mai, it's kind of like the northern region. It's historically the Lanna region of Thailand. It used to be a separate kingdom, the Lanna kingdom. So people, have their own culture and identity there, and it really comes out in the food. It's really different from the other regional Thai cuisines. So we have, if you want to know all the regional Thai cuisines, we have Northern, which is this cuisine, Northeastern, also known as Isan. We have Central, where Bangkok is located, and Southern, where my family is from, in Songkhla, and Southern food is like really, really spicy, a lot of seafood, Malay influences. Central is kind of like Bangkok, what you know about typical Thai food, pad Thai, gangs, curries, less spicy, a little sweet. Northeastern, som tam, you got your grilled meats, som tam, khao Ngiao, your salads, your laps, things like that. And Northern here is, I'd say it's not as much coconut milk as you would think for Thai curries. The region is cooler, it has influences from China, Burma, Laos, and it really comes out in the food. So let me just start introducing a little bit, and I will also, plate this delicious food, which is still in a bag to keep it nice and hot and fresh. Okay, so first we have Khao Soi, which is a coconut curry with egg noodles and chicken and crispy noodles, really yummy. We have Phrik with Kap Mu. Kap Mu is pork rind, crispy pork rind, like pork crackling. And Nam Phrik Num is green chili dip. And I'll give you a close-up of this, even though it's all in bags. Sorry, I will be plating this in 1 second. And then we have Sai Ua, which is northern Thai sausage. It smells so good. Everything smells really yummy right now. And then we have this bag of goodies, goodie bag. This is Nam Ngiao. Nam Ngiao is probably not as well known outside of northern Thailand, but it's like a noodle soup dish, which is really, really yummy and spicy. Has pork in it, has chicken in it, lots of stuff. Okay. So follow along with my lunch adventure of these 30 days and comment. Hit me up with some comments. What do you think about Northern Thai food so far? Coconuts TV has a comment. Who's had Northern Thai food? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you like Khao Soi. Okay, let's add everything to our bowl here. And I'll tell you about the ingredients we have. So we have egg noodles. The egg noodles are soft egg noodles. Let me just put them up here so you can see. Use my hands a little bit. Egg noodles with some coriander on top. And yeah, just your typical egg noodle. Smells good, eggy. Crispy fried noodles. That is a big part of this Khao Soi experience. You want to crunch into those crispy noodles. Ooh, Thomas says, reminds me of this time I got weird in Bai. Bai is a place in northern Thailand that definitely has been attracting a lot of attention in the last few years. It's a really awesome, like, quaint little tourist place to visit. And yeah, there's a famous Thai movie called Bai in Love. And it was like a little love story about two Thai people meeting in Bai. And it's really cute. So, okay, now we have the curry. You could see on top this layer of oil, which is really yummy. It's like the spicy, oily bit. And then like the heavier coconut part is kind of down here. Let's pour it into this bag without spilling it all over me. Okay, come on, Tara, keep it together. Okay, pouring it in. We have a comment from Coconuts TV to Thomas. Oh, TMI, Thomas, too much information. It's not too much information. I want to know more. How weird did you get? Oh, little spillage. We have a little bit of spillage there. That's okay. Oops. Just reach over and, oh, I forgot to put in my mic again, you guys. Why do I always do this? Ah, there it is. Okay. I'm back. Okay, mic is in. I hope that means you can hear me a little bit better. Okay, so now we have our Khao Soi with chicken all in the bowl. I'm going to put on our little condiments first before I show you a massive close-up of it. Okay. Just get those out of the frame there. Okay, so Khao Soi from Homduan. Here we go. Try not to spill it anywhere. But it looks really good. Oh my god, it smells spicy, coconutty. Get that curry flavor, and you want to squeeze your lime right on there just to cut through that coconutty richness with some acidity. I love to add a lot of lime to everything, really, but it's really good with Khao Soi. Okay. And you can see some little foodie factoids scrolling along the screen. Yep, it's served with lime, pickled radish, and shallot, and that's exactly what we have on top right here. Okay, let me put that lime aside. Wipe off my hands. Ooh, comment from Chalita, Gao Chawi, Khao Soi, heart eyes emoji. I'm in love with this Khao Soi too. Okay, so you can use chopsticks if you want to get the noodles. You can use a fork and spoon if you want. I'm just gonna dig in with chopsticks because I feel like it, but yeah, you can use whatever you, traditionally I think it's probably either one, you know, go for it. Okay, so let's mix it a little bit, get these crispy noodles down in there. Oh, you know what? I forgot almost the most important ingredient, which is this dried roasted chili. And I don't want to get too close and like sniff it into my nose because that would be like really dangerous, but it has a really nice roasted chili aroma to it. And this is a key ingredient for Khao Soi because it's not spicy, it's not a spicy dish, but you can add this to it to get it as spicy as you want. So I'm just gonna add a little bit, not too much, because I'm kind of a weakling compared to the average Thai person when it comes to spice. But once you get that spice in there, you can see that it just becomes like even more red and like, yeah, you got that like red chili color just coming out. And if you know a Thai person who likes spice, then you know that they put chili into their guitiao, their noodles, or their khao soi until it's like red. Okay, let me try a sip of the coconut broth. It's kind of a thick broth. It's not too thick though. It's definitely thinner than you would think of as like a coconut curry. It's like, it's not creamy. It's still like a watery, soupy broth. Oh, so good. Spicy. It already has some spice to it. So when I added more spice, I just like kicked it up a notch. Okay, let's try some egg noodles coated in the yummy coconutty broth. That is like really, really good. Homduan is actually one of my favorite places to order Northern Thai food. I love to order from them. I like to go in there and eat there too. It's really a chill, kind of like, it looks like a street food setting, but it's very, you call it like efficient. It's kind of like a cafeteria style food. You just order yourself and sit down. Crispy noodles are really crunchy and crispy, and then you kind of soak them in the coconut broth, and it's just so yummy. Okay, I'm gonna have a bite of chicken. Let's bite of chicken here. And the smell, you smell that pickled radish. There's just so many different smells in here. I can't even describe it. It's like this yummy like coconut aroma with like a spiciness to it. Comment from Gary Yarbrough. Khao Soi! My fave are the shallots. Me too, Gary. Thanks for watching. I love the shallots too. Like, you really need that sweet onion kick to combine with the crispy noodles and the chicken, and so, so yummy. Gary, where do you like to get your khao soi from? Or do you just get it when you're in the north of Thailand? The chicken is really soft. This is a big, like, it's a chicken thigh. You basically get like a bone-in chicken. Oh, Gary says, been enjoying the last week. I'm catching up. First time catching it live. Oh, thanks. Thanks for catching it live today. Okay, the chicken here is like, in khao soi, your chicken is going to be pretty much like a bone-in chunk. So usually you would get like a drumstick or a thigh, or I guess you get a breast. It'll just be one big piece of chicken kind of like topped off, and I think it's cooked in the curry, in the kind of broth. So it's really moist, and you just kind of like, just shreds off the bone. It's so good. And you can get a bite with everything in one bite. Oh, so good. Okay, so I think khao soi is probably the best known dish of Northern Thailand outside of Northern Thailand. Everyone knows khao soi. And that's also a really easy way to start with Northern Thai cuisine because it's not spicy and the flavors are just like universally loved. I mean, like chicken curry, a little bit of coconut milk, crispy noodles, shallots. What's not to love, really? Okay, so before I move on to the next dish, let me just say hello to everyone. If you're just tuning in, welcome to day 8 of 30 cuisines in 30 days. I can't believe this is the 8th day already. I can't believe we've done a week of like me eating in front of the camera. This is bizarre, but really fun. So click subscribe to Coconuts TV, click the bell. Once you click the bell, you'll let the little algorithm do its thing and alert you to all our new videos. So click the bell. Okay, next dish. Let me just move on to this Nam Phrik Num. It's kind of like an appetizer, actually, in a way. So I probably should have started with it. But Nam Phrik Num, it's a spicy chili dip made with green chilies. It's like smoky and aromatic and flavorful is probably what I should say. And normally you would eat it with some pork crackling, which is right there, and some lightly boiled vegetables. So we have some lightly boiled cabbage and some raw, fresh, crunchy cucumber. So let me just dig in with a piece of cucumber first. Now this is a spicy dip, and you can see it's like really stringy. It's like the strings of the chili. It's the bigger chili, like a bigger green chili. So not the little tiny Thai chilies that, you know, kill your mouth when you're eating pat gapao or something like that. Those are pikiu. Roger Guetta says, hello from Los Angeles, USA. Ooh, Gary, what do you say here? Gaetawa is my fave Northern Thai restaurant. Been so long since I've been, I had to go look up the name again, I forgot. Okay, I actually love that restaurant too, Gaetawa. It's a really good northern restaurant here in Bangkok. Okay. Crunchy cucumber. The dip is, I think it's like a bit deceiving because when you have the first bite of this dip, it's not that spicy. So you just want to eat more and more. It kind of has like a saltiness to it. It has a little bit of, I believe it's fermented fish paste, shrimp paste, a little bit. So it's like a little bit of that flavor, but it's mostly just like a really yummy chili flavor. Let me see. Yeah, the young chilies is what makes it green. Chilies, aubergine, garlic, and whole shallots are grilled until soft. Okay, that's how this is made, and it gives it a smoky aroma. And Nam Phrik Num is really low in fat and calories, but with high levels of fiber. So you can see it's like all that yummy like veggie fiber from the chili, and it's a vegetarian dish actually. So the taste balance is hot and sharp. So yeah, it definitely has heat. You can see all those chili seeds on it, giving it some spice. It really goes well with the pork crackling. It has that really crunchiness. You're getting that crunch. It's like something like the fat of the pork crackling just goes really well with this like the hotness of the chili. Yeah, it's really, really good though. Okay. It kind of slowly, you can kind of like fling the strands together. Nam Phrik Ong is also my fave, the tomato pork one. It's I think you mean it's a northern dish, right? Autocorrect. It's a northern dish, right? Still remember falling in love when first time going to Chiang Mai when I was so young, so good with Khao Niao. Yes, Nam Phrik Ong is another northern chili dip. It's like a red tomatoey chili dip, and it has ground pork in it. It's also really yummy. Another comment from 2Dub, 2 Steady. Aubergine seem to give the smoky flavor. Yeah, I think you're right. It's that aubergine eggplant that gives a smoky flavor. I'm eating a lot of different eggplant dishes on my 30 cuisines journey. I also have Khao Niao here in a little traditional Khao Niao holder, sticky rice holder, I should say, which keeps the sticky rice warm. And this is also good to eat with Nam Phrik Num. So let me try a little bit with sticky rice. Yummy. If it's spicy for you, you know, it's really good to have these vegetables and kind of give your mouth a break from the spice. Okay. It's one of my favorite Thai northern dishes ever. Oh no, I meant, sorry Gary. No, Gary meant welcome dish, like you serve it first to guests. Maybe that's wrong. No, I'm not sure actually. I didn't really know that, but I mean, it sounds like it could be right. So it's a welcome dish that you serve to guests in northern Thailand. Nam Phrik Om. Interesting. Okay. Let me just show you the next dish. This is Sai Ua. Sai Ua is northern Thai sausage. The name Sai Ua, Sai is intestines, and Ua means to stuff. So it's actually like a lot of sausages. They use the intestine as the casing, and inside is a lot of different things. Actually, there's pork. There's all these different herbs, and I think there's some. Yeah, pork and herbs. I thought there is actually a version which has rice in there too, right? Or am I thinking about a different type of sausage? I don't know, tell me in the comments. Ooh, Min Satra says, I love, Mim, Mim. Hi Mim, I love Nam Phrik Num and Sai Ua. Ooh, I do too. Okay, let me try a bite of this. Here, this is a close-up of the sausage. It's cut kind of in a long way like this. So you get a big piece. And if you see these for sale on the street, ooh, Stolen Rabbit says, Khao Soi. If you see these for sale on the street, they're like in a big coil, like a coil of sausage, and then they're sliced, and then you eat them. But they're cooked on a grill in a coil, and they're just really delicious. Smells really good. I smell all the herbs, like definitely all these different herbs in there. Okay, let's have a bite. It tastes like there's some basil in there, some garlic and onion flavor, some chili flavor. I see some like red and green chili bits, and this also goes with Ngiao. A bite of Ngiao with it. So good. Yes, coconut TV, you're right. The diagonal Sai Ua slicing is so important. It just gets that signature look, and you get more, like a bigger bite. So good. It's not too chewy. It just kind of falls apart when you bite it. The casing is really thin, and it's nicely grilled, so you can see like where it's been grilled. Roger Agueta says that type of slice cut is called on a bias cut in culinary terms. Cut on a bias. Thank you, Roger, for that. Yes, it is cut on a bias for a bigger slice. Really good. The texture is very soft. It just falls apart in your mouth with all these different pieces of like pork, herb, fatty bits, meaty bits. It's just like, yeah, you could just munch on these all day long and just finish this whole plate. Do you eat the sausage with a sauce or on its own? I think you kind of eat it with a meal of like you could eat it with the Nam Phrik Num, but does it have a sauce that goes with it? I think it just kind of, you just eat it on its own or with Ngiao because it's very flavorful on its own. It has like so many herbs in it that like you get a ton of flavors just on its own. Too steady says cooks more evenly. Okay, so it's cutting on the bias, cooks more evenly. Interesting. Got our culinary experts out here listening today. Thank you guys. Okay, now let me just go on to this next dish, which is, I want to know if you guys know about this dish because it is definitely not as popular as Khao Soi when it comes to northern Thai food. It is Nam Ngiao, and it has a few different components. So let's start first by adding the rice noodles. Smells good. Okay, these rice noodles, it looks kind of like a sen mi, if you know Thai rice noodles, like a thin rice noodle topped with some coriander and some fried garlic. Oh, Rainer Lim said had Nam Ngiao in Chiang Mai with the congealed blood, and it was so good. Yes, congealed blood. Chicken blood, I think, is a component in this dish. Let's see if we get some in this bag of goodies. Okay, so we got our rice noodles, a thin rice noodle there. And it's a soup, a noodle soup. So in this bag is all of the deliciousness of Nam Ngiao. Ooh, khanom jean. Yeah, it's khanom jean. I said it's sen mi, but it's khanom jean. It's which is like a little bit thicker noodle, which is often had with curries and different things here in Thailand. Okay. Coconuts TV says, thank you, Roger. We love us some bias cuts. Okay. So Nam Ngiao, I think, is probably the favorite dish of anyone who is from northern Thailand. I mean, it has a lot of spice and different flavors. It's not as well known outside of northern Thailand as Khao Soi. It's probably a little more difficult for people to eat, I think, if you haven't grown up eating this type of thing. It smells kind of, like almost like tomato-y. But is there tomato in this? I don't think so. I don't know. But yeah, it looks really good. Okay, so let's pour this on. There's minced pork. There's congealed chunks of blood. Oh, there's tomato. There's tomato. Yeah, minced pork kind of meatballs. There's chunks of blood. There's some herb-looking things. Let me just... Oh yeah, there's some herbs here. Like stalks of this herb. And there's blood. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Yummy. I'm just like quietly thinking of all the different smells, but it's really interesting to see like the tomato-y noodle dish in Thailand. There's not that many really. Okay, now before I dig into this last dish, let me just say one more time, please, don't forget to subscribe to Coconuts TV. Please share this video, share it with your friends, let people know we're doing this fun little live show challenge, and let's get us some more viewers, huh? Okay, so adding my condiments in here, we have dried chilies. Ooh, lethal chili peppers right here. I might accidentally eat one and then you guys are gonna have to like call for help or something. Dried chilies and more of the pickled cabbage, a radish, pickled radish, I believe. Let's just dump it all on there. Looks really nice. A nice visual contrast of the dark red and the light green there. And another big old lime, because you gotta have lime in these types of dishes. Okay. Squeeze our lime all over. Okay, that looks good. Put our lime aside there. And let's dig in. Get another spoon out. Okay, I'm just going to, first I'm going to try one of these little chunks of ground pork, like a little meatball here. Very good, very soft and like everything you'd want from a meatball, like just soft and meaty, no like extra too chewy bits or anything. Very flavorful. It's been soaked in this sauce for God knows how long. Rainer Lim says, way underrated dish. I think that's really true. It's like for some reason it has not caught on as like the Northern Thai dish. Like Khao Soi is like hogging that title, but it's still so yummy. Okay, let me try a little bit of the congealed blood here. I'm not a huge fan of like blood and offal and different types of things like that, but let me try it. Oh, we have a comment from Chayanet. I want Khao Soi. Don't we all? Okay. blood. It's kind of just like a little blood jelly. Doesn't really taste like much. I guess it has a little bit of a meaty flavor. It is blood after all. But I guess it's really good for you because it's all iron. Okay, let me try. See these noodles? They're just taking up all the flavor. Let me mix in my fermented cabbage or radish or whatever that is. Whatever it is, it's really yummy. Okay, let me get a bite of noodles. Just hold it up so you can see this better. Okay, let's try this one. Gary says, always eat dried chilies with the live internet supervision. Hope I don't eat one by accident. It's kind of blending. It's all like blending in here to this like wonderful soupy deliciousness. I really like these meatballs that go with it. I think they really like just absorbed all the yummy flavors of the soup. And when you have it with the pickled bits, it's really good because you get that little sour kick that goes really well. And I'm sure you could definitely add more chili if you want for this. Mim Satra says they use pork blood for that jelly blood you just taste. Oh, it's pork blood? Okay, I wasn't sure if it was chicken blood or pork, but it looks like in this dish we have mainly pork, I think, but I feel like I see some little chicken pieces in there too. Ed NK says, I feel like blood cubes served best with chicken rice. Yeah, blood cubes are definitely found in a lot of Asian dishes, I think. And yeah, not so bad. They're also in other curries too. Genkiawan, I think you might find like a green curry, you might find some blood chunks in there. Yeah, it's really good. There's like these different herbs in here. What is this herb? It's like a really interesting stalk of like a vegetable. Tastes good. To Deb Tuesday says could be duck or chicken blood. Could be. But this is so good. I really would recommend this dish. If you want to impress people with your knowledge of Thai cuisine, order this dish when you eat Northern Thai food. Steer clear of the Khao Soi. Sorry, Khao Soi. But I think if you order this, you'll be a real pro at Northern Thai food. There's so many different flavors and textures. It's just really satisfying, I think is the word, because yeah, you get all these different textures. The blood is like a bouncy jelly kind of flavor. The pork is like a denser, like chewy ground pork, garlicky, yummy flavor. Roger says, no drink pairing today. Oh yeah, I didn't maybe have a drink pairing for this one. Northern Thai food, what goes well with that? Maybe a cold beer? I don't know. Or maybe like a giant glass of water, which I will need after eating all the spice. But yeah, this is not a too spicy a dish. You can definitely handle it if you like Thai food in general. And you can add even more chili. Here, remember we have our dried chili, which can really be added to anything to spice it up. Yeah, if you have any other cuisine suggestions, let me know. We're doing a little poll on YouTube too, if you go to our community tab to see what I should have next. And yes, stay tuned to the end to see my ratings of all these dishes, because I mean, I think you know that I really am enjoying everything I'm eating, but I'm gonna give a rating to each dish and an overall rating to my experience ordering from Homduan Northern Thai food at the end of this video. Let me just have another bite of this. So yummy. Gary Garbo says Coke. Lol. I think Coke. Sorry, I just flipped those noodles like all over my face. But yeah, a Coke would go well with this this meal for sure. Oh, Mims, after Coke or Pepsi would be a great pairing drink. Something about Thai food, it's like you just, with all the spice and flavors, you just want like a fizzy Coke. Stolen Rabbit says, what's the name of the dish again? This dish that I was just eating is Nam Ngiao. Nam Ngiao. Nam, like water or soup, Nam, and Ngiao. And it's a noodle soup, a northern noodle soup. And it's really yummy. You can find it in Northern Thai restaurants all over the country. If you're in the north of Thailand, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, I'm sure you're going to get a really yummy version, local version. I would say this is a pretty authentic restaurant since Homduan originated in Chiang Mai. So yeah, I think I'm having a pretty authentic bowl of Nam Ngiao right here. Okay. Let me just recap everything else I was eating today. And yeah, if you're just joining now, then please subscribe, hit the bell, follow along. This is day 8. There's 22 more days to go. Stolen Rabbit says, you're welcome. Chayanit Ai, watching this somehow burns my tongue. Oh, yeah, you know, I'm not even making it as spicy as I could. Kind of a wuss. Look, you could add all this and just like go nuts. But this chili dip is spicy. Sai is not spicy. Noodle dishes are as spicy as you want them to be. Okay, so I started off my northeastern Thai meal with Khao Soi, which is a really yummy chicken curry egg noodle dish. Crispy noodles are getting soaked with the curry, and it's just so good. Kind of crispy, kind of soggy, but the sogginess is like soaked with flavor, so it's so good. Okay. Khao Soi, I think I'm going to give them, I guess a 4 out of 5 for this. It's really delicious. I didn't get that many shallots in this order. I don't know why. Maybe they just gave extra pickled stuff instead of shallots, but yeah, nothing really wrong with it. Really yummy. I feel like for some reason, if you're in Chiang Mai, it's like just better because it's like, I don't know, you're there in the region, but you know, this kind of makes me feel like I'm transported there, so that's good. Nam Phrik Num, I just love this dish. I feel like it gets a 5 out of 5 because it's so tasty. I mean, you just feel like you're eating like a really satisfying dish, and it's just a little chili dip. Pork crackling is super crunchy. If you take a bite of it, I mean, it's like you get this massive, massive crunch. It's so good. Gary says, will you be sad about not being able to reorder a certain cuisine? Like, you have to wait a whole 3 weeks for Indian-Mexican fusion? Yeah, that's true. But you know, there's so much going on each day where I'm like thinking about what to eat next. I barely have time to like revisit and think about what I ate the day before. Coconut CV says, lols, we had so many Indian Mexican restos to choose from. Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna have to recap at the end about like all the food I've tried because, oh wait, we have a comment from Tanapon. Said Thai food, very delicious and spicy. You are spot on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to recap everything I ate because I don't know, it's just coming so fast and furious. Like every day, a new cuisine, a new culture. I'm learning more about cultures, even Thai food. You know, I thought I knew everything, but I barely know anything, you guys. Okay, one more crunch. Jagdish Gill says, my fave Thai regional cuisine. How about Southern Thai? Do you guys like Southern Thai food? I think it's way spicier than Northern Thai food, I gotta say. The fish curry, gang tai pla, oh my gosh. Gang som, killer, so spicy. Okay, so this, I think I'm gonna have to give this a 5 out of 5. So I really love their nam prik num. Sai ua, it's really, really good. It's hard to have like the best sai ua. It's like one of those things where like everyone just thinks their sai ua is the best, the one that they know and love. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. It's really yummy. Recommend. This bad boy right here, such a yummy dish. Ooh, awards for spiciest, bang for buck, most interesting would be cool. Oh, okay, that's a good idea. Thank you. Let's, I think that would be good at the end to just go over all the restaurants I've ordered from and talk about like my favorite top dishes and what was the spiciest, what was the, best bang for your buck, most weirdest thing I ate or something, most unique. This week's Northern Thai cuisine, I have had everything before, but I have to say Ngiao, I've tried it a little bit, but definitely way less than I have the other dishes here. So Ngiao I've only had a couple times before. These other dishes I've had many times. I think, it's definitely something that's really underrated. So, but this one is really good. I think I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 because it has a lot of yummy flavors. And if you are a little bit more adventurous, you want to have more like authentic Northern Thai food, this is definitely the dish where like Northern Thai local people love it. It's the staple dish. And people eat it a lot more often than they would eat, say, Khao Soi. So, yeah. Oh, to City says, Lap Mu, fave, Lap Mu. Okay. Isan food, northeastern Thai food. That's a whole nother region and a lot of delicious dishes there to try. So, I'm really excited for all of my next 22 days of eating. I can't believe this is only day 8. Okay, overall, my overall rating, I guess, is about 4.5 out of 5 to Homduan. It's one of my favorite restaurants in Bangkok, so yeah, it's just really good. Yeah, it's right in downtown Bangkok. There's a couple branches, but it's originally from Chiang Mai, and it's very authentic, like down home, style. You feel very at home there, which I love. And I'm really excited to continue gobbling down all this food. Okay, so I think that brings us to the end of our show for the day. We will be live streaming every day for the next 22 days to complete our 30 Cuisines in 30 Days challenge. Right here on Coconuts TV YouTube, right here in my kitchen in Bangkok, Thailand. So yeah, we're all staying home a lot more often now, but just because we're at home does not mean our taste buds have to be. Our taste buds can travel the world thanks to all these wonderful, delicious restaurants that we have around us. So yeah, hit me up with some comments. Tell me where you want me to order from, what countries you want to see on 30 Cuisines, 30 Days, or share your own lunch with me. Send us a picture. Send us a video. Send us, tag us on Instagram. Yeah, anything. We're here. We're here and we're live. Okay, so I think that's it, you guys. This was Northern Food. See you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Bangkok time, 2 p.m. in Singapore, right here for our next cuisine. What will it be? I don't know. You have to stay tuned to find out. Okay, bye.